little bit earlier, we had a chance to chat with Kyle Kuzma, who loves playing alongside so much talent.
You know, for me, it's super cool just to learn, sit back, watch.
Well, Kuzma, Greg, has certainly learned a lot, proficient at the offensive end, and adding more to his game every day.
Yeah, I mean, he's been focused on improving the defense and rebounding, and much of that is due to the players he's been surrounded by.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
We've got Green. He's out there with Griffin. Joe Harris is out there with Brown. And it's Dinwiddie in at point. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court, as the Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie. Now, here is Harden. He's got 5. And the Nets, another 3. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's Caldwell Pope. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Caldwell Pope's got his first points of the night. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Harden draws the double. Outside, KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
With his length and his size, how easy does KD make that dunk look?
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. To the middle, here's Drummond. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Harden shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Harden's got 10.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
And it's Schroeder missing. Nets leading by 5. Harden up top. And he banks in the layup. Harden's got 7 now in this quarter.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And the Lakers decide to take their first timeout here.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in. James in the post. KD's on him. Nobody near Schroeder. Buries the long-range jumper. 9 points in the game so far. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league. Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
The Nets have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Matthews, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
A tenacious forward with high energy. It's clear that Griffin is still capable of throwing down a double-double.
Lakers trail by 7. LeBron outside. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
The shot misses, and it's the Lakers the other way. And it's Schroeder in the corner. There's 3-pointers off the mark.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Lakers have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Now here's Schroeder. He's got 9. And it's off from 3-point range. Schroeder against Harden. Puts it up. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Matthews, no one around him. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 3rd assist on the night. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Some changes for the Lakers. Harrell, he's checked in for James. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Nets leading by 6. Here's Irving. Lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 8 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Caruso, covered by Irving. Caruso, no good. Brooklyn's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Here's KD, and Davis sends it back.
And wingspan, mobility, Davis is basically a shooter's nightmare. One of the great shot blockers in the league. Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Los Angeles, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And he knocks down the first one. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. That's leading by 7. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Durant. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities. Make your teammates feel good. Nice.
But they recover it. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No problems knocking that one down.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Now Irving. He's got 10. Takes a 3. He can't get that one to fall. James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our half. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 14 points and 1 assist. He's definitely heated up over the last few games, and we're seeing some of that same recipe here tonight. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nets' first half?
Once again, we're seeing the high offensive IQ of James Harden. In an instant, he can read the defense and find the weakness. You're not going to outthink this guy.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. Second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they owned.
And that should do it with the second half of...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Taking a look at the Lakers. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
On the free throw, no good. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
The Nets with the lead. Harden surveying the D from beyond the arc and then some. Harden's got 17 now.
And no one hits a pull-up like the Beard. I mean, he's perfected the quick stop and pop, and that thing is a deadly shot.
Good work there as it goes.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Irving dishes to Griffin. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. He has 7.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Drummond. An easy 2 points on the layup.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Durant, the pass to Harris. The kick out to Irving. Irving double team. Back to Griffin. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nets lead by 5.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
Harden finds Irving. Irving double team. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Back to Griffin. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Durant. Here's Irving. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Harden against Schroeder. Pass to Drummond. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold. And anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
They get the rebound to end the run. And Harrell with the lay-in. Good. Harrell's got his second bucket of the night.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backcourt.
Harden, no good. Lakers trail by 8. To the inside. Harrell, that's good. 6 points for Montrezl Harrell.
Guys, not much more a defender can do in that situation. Harrell with the focus and the strength to just power through the contact.
Back to Harden. Harden draws the double. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Harrell against Brown. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2.
Well, he might be a bit undersized, Montrezl Harrell, but he plays bigger than the frame suggests. Hold on.
Wesley Matthews checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And both free throws good for Harrell. Brooklyn leading by 6. Outside, KD. Back to Harden. Harden draws the double. Pass to Green. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Outside Durant. Now Brown. Just 5 on the clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. And not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
That's good from Durant. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've led by as much as 10. It's Dinwiddie, top of the key. Brown kicks to Dinwiddie. Pass to Harden. Green breaking loose. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Lakers trail by 8. 52 seconds left to play here in the third. And Harrell slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Outside Durant. Back to Harden. He feeds it to Green. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Brown, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Joe Harris is checked in for Dinwiddie, and Irving subbed in for James Harden. And the Lakers also making a switch. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Matthews. Here's Caruso. 6 points for him. And there's the pass to LeBron. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
You know what's incredible about LeBron is he takes tough shots to bail out his team, shot clock situations all the time, but somehow His percentages are super.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Nets out in front, up by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And the Nets with possession here. 4-point game. Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Brown. And it's Irving in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. A floater. The kick out to Brown. Pass to Irving. Second shot opportunity. That one drops for him. And the Nets lead by 6.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Green against James. And the dunk by James.
Money there shaves a few points off the lead, and the later we get into this game, the more you're going to see him attacking the basket.
Irving attacking. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
It's the balance that Kyrie Irving maintains even after getting hit on the drive. It's incredible.
Davis looking for an opening. Kicks it out to Schroeder. 2 on the clock. From outside, off the mark. Nets leading by 6. Here's Irving. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And that one's good, Irving.
You know, there's an inner drive and an inner burn to Kyrie Irving. This guy can make difficult shots because he's driven to be great.
And the Lakers call time here.
And once Schroeder was asked to name his favorite NBA city, I believe it surprised a lot of fans when he said Milwaukee.
That's right, Greg, but he cited the strong German culture there. Schroeder, of course, went straight from Germany to the NBA. He relied on his athleticism early on, but now he's seeing the game much better, plays under control, can lead the team. He has had a tremendous amount of growth.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He is upset about the perimeter play. He told the guys on the defensive end, stay connected to the shooters. On the offensive end, if you don't have an open shot, pass it around. We'll see if the ball starts to unstick, Kevin.
Connects from three-point range. Harden's got 10 points in just the second half. Lakers trail by 7. James with it. And LeBron throws it down.
I'd say the strength of a locomotive and the finesse of a ballerina each time he takes it to the rim.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. They've led by as much as 10. Harden's shot is good.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Bounce pass, Schroeder. LeBron dishes to Drummond. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got his 5th assist in this one.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Irving. Yep, it counts. Irving's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, we know this. Kyrie Irving on any given night can give you 40 on the offensive end. What a special talent.
It's Davis on the wing. And he comes up with the deuce. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Durant's checked in for Green. Brooklyn leading by 6. Left side Durant. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here we go. The 3 from LeBron. The offensive rebound. And Drummond is right there.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Harden against Caldwell Pope. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And it's the Lakers on the break. Lobbed up there for Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
And the basket by Harden.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
James against Harris. There's the triple. Brooklyn with the rebound. And here is KD. And here's Harden for 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Schroeder. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Dennis Schroeder has proven historically he is unafraid in big moments, and he delivers big time.
Harden kicks to Harris. Here's the 3. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Los Angeles has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Trifecta!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Here's Irving. It's in!
Now, when the game is on the line, Kyrie is the guy you want taking the shot. He is a stone-cold finisher.
Timeout called the Lakers. They trail by 1. There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It is good.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Outside Irving. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, this is what makes Kyrie such a difficult check, right? He's so skilled at drawing fouls because he's so crafty with the ball and so fast.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one, not with so much riding on it.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 24 seconds left in the 4th. To the paint. There's Schroeder, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, a little pump fake by Dennis Schroeder gets the defender to bite and makes them pay.
And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both down.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 1. We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What do you think, guys?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up play to make it happen.
Irving finds Harden. Back to Irving. He's feeling it.
I'll tell you, airtight defense can't be better. But Kyrie Irving, tremendous poise in the face of it.
LeBron outside. It's good.
Yeah, that's not a know the ball was going to LeBron, and still he delivers.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you have accomplished so much in this league. How have you sustained it for this long?
You know, it's only a select few. It's not many who make it to this point. And I would never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.